This is what we wake up to this morning. Isn't it lovely? That's my front porch. I can't see the steps. I think we got about 14 inches still snowing. Woohoo! Weather changes quick around here. I still have my last tomato of the season to eat. So last week I was picking tomatoes. This week I'm shoveling snow. Hey! So, I was asked by another YouTuber to make a 20-second clip, 20 seconds, of me eating a vegan pie. So, I was asked if I would do it, and I said I would. And so, I guess I have to make a vegan pie, which pies and sweets really aren't my forte. I like savory food. But, hey, I'll eat pie, but if given the option between a big-ass salad and a big-ass piece of pie, and I can't have both, I'm probably going to go for the salad. That doesn't mean I can't make a good pie. Okay, so I am kind of making this up as I go along. I looked at a lot of recipes, and I'm kind of mixing and matching and doing all that kind of stuff. So what we're going to make is we're going to make like a partially raw sweet potato pie. The original recipe called for all raw sweet potato, but I tasted raw sweet potato and it doesn't taste very sweet potato-y. It's kind of like eating a raw regular potato. So I thought, okay, I'll leave some of it raw, but some of it I'm gonna bake. So I did some of this stuff ahead of time, all right? So I already baked 2 big-ass sweet potatoes, okay? I'm pretty sure all you guys know how to bake a sweet potato. These were really big. It took about an hour. I threw them in the oven at 350. So anyway, I already baked the sweet potatoes. And then I also have some raw sweet potatoes that I'm going to cube up. Okay, so we're going to put that along with, I don't know, have you guys seen this? This is something new I found at Whole Foods. It's just made with apples. That's the only ingredient. Or no, it's like apple cider. Reduced apple cider or concentrated apple cider. So it called for agave, but I think I'm just going to use this product instead, okay? And I'm also going to be putting some coconut butter in there. Can you see that? Coconut butter. And then this is supposedly vegan. PETA says this is vegan. I'm going to be adding a little frosting in with it, because you know, who doesn't like frosting, right? Okay, so, and then, you know, just your standard apple pie spice and some nutmeg. Okay, so that's going to be like the filling. Then, okay, so for the crust I'm doing Oreos. These are the vegan kind. I checked. Evidently, you have to check because some plants use some sort of milk product, I guess, but these are vegan. I'm going to use Oreos, McDougall dates, and again, this sweetener here for the crust, okay? So I'm gonna do that. So that's the crust. I got the sweet potato for the innards of my vegan pie. Okay, and then, okay, I also made some pralines, or no, these aren't pralines. These are just sugared pecans, right? You know, which is basically sugar and a little vegan butter. And I used some of that apple stuff again, that low glycemic apple stuff. So I just put it in a saucepan and stirred it up and then laid it out here. And these are really good. So I'm going to put these on top. And then I'm also going to put some vegan marshmallow fluff on top and maybe torch it. I don't know. We're getting, you know, we're blowing it up here. I don't know. So anyway, so for the vegan marshmallow fluff, I'm using aquafaba. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's the juice from a can of chickpeas. Or you can cook your own chickpeas. It's the juice that chickpeas were cooked in or something like that. But I took 2 cans, regular size, what are those, like 15.5-ounce cans of of chickpea juice, you know, strained them, and then I reduced that down by a bit. So I've got a little less than a cup here that I had reduced from 2 cans of chickpeas, garbanzo beans, okay? So anyway, so I'm going to be whirling that up with some sugar that I powdered. You know, I powdered it myself in the Vitamix with some guar gum. I guess this is what makes it more like marshmallow fluff than like a meringue, which is more fluffy, and a little cream of tartar. So we're gonna have that going on. We're gonna put that on top of the pie, and you know, I got big dreams here, so we'll see how all this turns out. So anyway, we're gonna start with the crust, and yeah, wish me luck. Okay, so in here I've got 20 of these golden Oreos, 20 Oreos, and I've got 8 pitted McDougall dates. 8 dates, and I'm gonna be adding a 1/4 cup of this apple, concentrated apple. So a 1/4 cup. And then we're gonna, you know, whatever this thing does, makes a noise. I have been known to make Vitamix noises. I've never done the food processor noise. It's more like when it starts, you know what I mean? So here we go. So it's more like okay, so see how that holds together like that? I think that's pretty good. Okay, so we're going to get this in the pie crust. All right, so I'm just gonna press this in here. All right, okay, we're gonna make the filling now. I'm slightly worried because I've never made a pie that doesn't like get cooked. So it's runny, but it's in the freezer, so I'm not quite sure. This may not turn out at all. I probably have no business trying to make a pie like this, but I'm doing it anyway. So anyway, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and then I'm not following a recipe. I'm like winging this on my own, so whatever. I'm using this, I've never used this before, this raw coconut butter. Oh, it tastes delicious. But anyway, I'm going with 1/3 cup of that. So, and then I don't even know, am I supposed to melt that? Is that, you know, whatever. I didn't melt it. I'm using 1/3 cup of that in there. Now this is I'm gonna be putting in this buttercream vegan frosting. Isn't that funny? Buttercream, yum yum. But it's vegan. Well, so PETA says, and I looked at the ingredients. I don't know, what's up with that red 40 stuff? I thought that was made from some sort of beetle, but I don't know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I got 1/2 cup of that Duncan Hines buttercream frosting, which appears to be vegan. And then I'm going with the that apple low glycemic, because this is low glycemic. I'm going with this low glycemic sweetener from apples, just concentrated apple cider. So anyway, got that in there. And I'm gonna put in a couple teaspoons of apple pie spice. I don't know why I like apple pie spice better than pumpkin pie spice, but I do. So I'm going with 2 teaspoons of apple pie spice and some ground nutmeg. And then, I need a 1/4 cup of water. That's what I put in the last one. I don't know why I need the water. That's pretty, I'm gonna put the water in. I'm gonna do it. Because the other recipe that I was looking at called for 3/4 cup of water. So I'm only using 1/4 because, you know, I gotta be different. So anyway, let's, I don't know, they said to do that before you put the raw pumpkin in. So now I'm going with the raw pumpkin. So this, or not, I'm sorry. Do I keep saying pumpkin? This is not pumpkin. This is sweet potato. Okay, I'm sorry. Forget it if I've mentioned pumpkin at all in the past. Sweet potato. So I've got like over 2 cups of sweet potato here. That was like one pretty big ass sweet potato. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in there. Oop. Okay, and I also have cooked sweet potato. So this is, you know, about 1.5 cups of cooked sweet potato. Every last bit of that. Oh, did I mention that this is not a healthy pie? I could have made a healthy pie. I could have, but I didn't want to make a healthy pie. This is for Thanksgiving. I gotta feed this thing to, if this is any good, I gotta feed this to to non-vegans. So I'm hoping it's going to be good. Okay, so let's see what this does. Consistency of that. It's pretty like soft. Okay. Woo. So this is going in the freezer. I'm gonna stick this in the freezer for, it said like 3 hours. So going in the freezer. Then I'm gonna make the marshmallow fluff. All right, we're back on a little bit uncharted territory. I've made vegan meringues before using aquafaba, but I've never made marshmallow fluff. One recipe said to put the guar gum in with the sugar, and the other recipe said to put it in with the aquafaba. So I put half, like I put a 1/4 teaspoon in with the sugar, and I put a 1/4 teaspoon that's gonna go in with the aquafaba, and then I also have a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar in there in the bowl right now. So, oh, wish me luck here, because I'm out of garbanzo beans. Yeah, okay, so we are going to probably put this on here. I don't know, let's see if it splatters. All right, that's stiffer. So then I'm never sure, do you just dump this in? Or sprinkle it in? Oh, I don't know, I'm dumping. I'm gonna dump it all in there. Probably made a terrible mistake. Horrifying. I'm gonna put my vanilla in. I'm not gonna put a cat hair in there. Let's not do that. All right, let's put some vanilla in here. I always hate adding liquid to stuff. I don't want to deflate it. It's not deflated. All right, let's see. Okay, so I've decided to add, and I had, the other sugar was sugar that I had powdered myself, but I ain't got time for that now. So I'm gonna put in another 1/4 cup of powdered sugar that's already been powdered, you know what I mean? Powdered sugar. And I got a hint of bean. I've got a hint of bean. So I really like almond extract. So I'm going to use a little bit of almond extract, I think a 1/4 teaspoon. It's got a really strong flavor. This is going to kill any little bit of bean we got left. So, kill the bean! Okay, so I've got to put a 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract in that. And then I had a 1/4 cup more sugar. So let's see now. Oh boy. Oh, that did the trick. That was perfect. Okay, so I didn't have time to let it sit in there for 3 hours, but it's gonna have to be good enough. So here's the pie out of the freezer. Okay, so I'm thinking, I don't know, I don't want to get too, I got half of these. I got half because I got to make that other pie. So let me see how far these go, and then I'll see what I can do about filling in. Okay, I think that looks okay. All right, so now I got this fluff. Not quite sure what I'm doing. I'm just gonna fluff it up and kind of make it look fluffy. All right, I think that looks okay. All right, let's see if we can use this torch. Oh boy, I should practice. We should practice before we use the torch. Don't you think? Smart. Just put some on a plate and and see what happens. So, all right, I'm just gonna put it on a plate. Oh, okay. I think I can do this. I think I can do it. Okay, how's that look? Does it look pretty good? Can you see it? It looks okay. I think it could have been peakier. I'll do better next time. So anyway, here we go. We've got the pies. All right, let's try another bite. You gotta get a little of everything. Okay, but you know who I like to eat pie with? Hold on. You want pie? No. So anyway, this is baby Swiffer. Oh, can you see her? She got short legs. Swiffer, say hi. Okay, and you know who else likes to eat pie? Hold on. This is baby Vivi. She likes pie too. Want pie? You want pie? I don't know. Baby Vivi.